Okay, folks, this is my TYT rant part 2, and it won't be long. I'm just thinking that Anna Kasparin, she changed her views. I was thinking to myself, something must have happened to her. Why did she change her views? Especially on the homeless plight. I think it is good watching Vosh. I don't know if it's true. I guess it's probably true. She was assaulted by a homeless person, and that's why she changed her views. So I actually prayed for her, and hopefully she is it's okay. Maybe she needs counseling, who knows? Because it's probably traumatizing, and very traumatizing to be assaulted. And maybe that's why she carries a gun too, right? I think years before she wasn't. I don't think she carried a gun years ago, right? I think she's just traumatized by that. Too bad to change your views on it. I mean, that's terrible. It's wrong to change your. To be like that. Even if somebody attacked me, if somebody tried to kill somebody, well, I know if somebody murdered somebody, and I get mad, I want to kill them. It's obvious. I'd wanted to kill them, but it would be wrong to kill somebody. It's a bad feeling to have, emotion. It's wrong to act like that just because of one incident. It's like typical white racists. So sometimes they become like racists, even liberals. They're trying to do good, something happens, and they change their views totally, which is too bad. It would be typical white liberal who turned conservative. Definitely. But yeah, that's too bad. Even through to her, she has with Olay. Even one time she was giving a compliment. She was discussing somebody was attacking a trans. This was like a silly argument of pronouns. And she showed a video where Olay was defending the trans people. Oh, it was on Rising. Well, she's not there anymore. That's why. Yeah. But TYT showed a video. She's taking her side, Olay's side. No. Almost gone the other way with the homeless thing. Yeah, it's just a shame. Too bad. Change your views. It's just gonna lock people up. We really care about housing. We just want to, Don't get to care about find housing for them. Some of them are drug addicts, drug problem. So give them treatment. took them off the street, that's true, but she's kind of more hostile. She wants to be, they got to be off the streets, that kind of a mentality. You know what I mean? It's like the police, they defund the police across the elections, everybody, which is not true. Even the last election, we're just talking about. Still talking about defund the police. Maybe some gang stalkers watching me. Anyways. Defund the police. And the last midterms, even there was before that, they were saying, bringing that up, it's a non-argument. They never lost, that they didn't lost in the election, previous election. And they won. Republicans tried to bring that up. Crime and punishment, remember? Brought up crime and crime wave and this and that. And they still lost. In the abortion issue, but they still would have lost. The abortion issue, abortion didn't happen. The ruling, they might have helped the Democrats. But most people think the crime, they're scared about. I think the economy, inflation was a big problem. So people were victim in the last election. And all this fear mongering. But you shouldn't talk about this and that. And defend the police, which means that they allocate the funds, abolish the system, policing. It's a radical idea, but the mainstream, they're agreeing with the mainstream media. So the mainstream media thinks defunding police is terrible and this and that. But that's terrible, you know what I mean? And the so-called, they complain about the mainstream media. They're having their ideas. They're copying their ideas. Agreeing with their ideas. But yeah. I was watching Olay. She's at a round table with her friends. They're talking about affirmative action and this and that. Then I got into other topics. What white leftists, how the white leftist is guilt trip with the white leftists. There's a sort of thing with the white leftists. There's a guilt in there, and they've been, at the end of the day, to go back into the whiteness. I mean, especially the white women. I mean, she goes into her own, especially the abortion issue. It became a big issue with the white women mostly, and they're right. So they're talking about Olay and friends. And the white leftist is, but they made a point that maybe we shouldn't agree, be allies in terms of trying to help, in terms of what we agree to each other. And they're talking about also the white people in Appalachia, poor whites, who go with Trump and the Republicans, then go against their interests. It's all about hating the other, immigration and blah blah blah. And they don't see that in terms of in the economics, how things cost more and this, you know what I mean? Oil prices, how this it's like distraction, all these issues, and even the trans issue and all that, kind of a distraction, cultural wars. And they go to things that the things that are economic, left and right, agree with. They agree with the economic issues, but that's been tossed aside by the culture wars. And we should, the white left and the black leftists should be just a partnership. We have the same interests. We're not trying to help each other in that way. No group thing. Even the other groups could join in. I think that was the first Rainbow Coalition was with Fred Hampton did that. I think first Rainbow Coalition, not the one now. I don't know. We're watching Jesse Jackson. That was the leader of. I don't know what's going on now with it. Yeah, so that's about it, folks. TYT. It's only opening there, but it's still on the left in terms of even Cenk going into. But Cenk was really, he's not a pure leftist. He's a populist capitalist, something that he explained to it. He's a capitalist, economic populist capitalist, some kind of shit. Some kind of jargon like that. He said. Anna Kasperin was, I think she was a true leftist. And now I don't know. But other people on the show are. Other people on the other shows are alright. Dr. Richie and Nina Turner. She ran for office. And what's her name? There's George Jackson. He's with them in the beginning. He has his own show. So those guys are. And even John Aliota, he's okay. I mean, so it's still a leftist. The whole show itself is a leftist show. There's 3 different shows. And there's Rebel HQ, there's people on there. The leftist ideology. I think, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It's okay to have nuance, but to go against go against your principles, it's different. And yeah, so the whole line of shows, except for the first one, is kind of, even when she's by herself, she's like, I don't even watch it really. She's kind of, yeah. So Wednesday she's by herself. Cenk's not there, then John comes in the second hour. I'll watch it then sometimes. I'll watch it until John comes in. So I have a feeling she's gonna leave the show. I don't know. I think Cenk is keeping her. I think Cenk is going along with her because I don't think he believes. But they had an argument. He had some big arguments on some MAGA, because she's having a lot of sympathy for the MAGA. It's okay to reach out to the MAGA crowd, but I guess, how many you really can't. I think they lost maybe 2%. I think you have to reach out to the. He's right. Cenk saying about. Cenk was right in one way. He's saying the middle class. I think you have to get your votes. You have to get your base ready, getting out your base, and then going for the middle class, trying to convince them, the middle independents and the middle class, independent voters. You have to get that will put you over. But getting the base is vital, not just stupidness. You're gonna lose if you don't get out your base, just gonna go. You worried about the middle. You know, how about your base? You're gonna screw over your base. I think that's what Trump does. He just cares about his base, and he wins. Well, not the last election, but I'm sure he gets some. He gets some middle class there, middle independent voters. But I think she's going. She has a lot of sympathy for the MAGA. I mean, I find that interesting. Jink was saying that this guy is a racist. He's saying that he's going to protect the borders. This MAGA voter. And Jink was saying it's a code word for racist. Just being there like, it's a code, they're doing it in code. It's a dog whistle. And they say, you know, you're taking his word out of his mouth. Because they're interviewing this MAGA. But definitely he was, no. You don't have to be a dumb to realize, I mean, dumbass to say that. He's exactly saying certain things. Yeah. He's not saying the whole thing loud. Like when they say urban or, you know what I mean, thug. Who they're talking about? Black folks. Like some really white leaders, some Republican. Say thug or urban. You know what they're talking about. And when they say illegal immigrants, they don't say undocumented. They say illegal immigrants, you know what they're talking about. They're protecting their children. It's a complicated issue, but you know what they're talking about. Yeah. So I don't know. I have some sympathy for the. Well, I have sympathy for I think the parents who deal with it, the kids are going, they're trans, or I don't know. It's difficult. And the idea that they might be using their kids, maybe, but I don't know. But they don't know what they're doing, what they can do. Something is going on. Mentally, they'll be disturbed. Very hard. As a parent, it would be difficult. Imagine if I was a parent, that would be difficult for me. But, yeah. So TYT, yeah, there's still good people there, but I don't know. I think she's going along. She's a executive producer of that show, pt.2. So I don't see her. He gets rid of her. And if she goes right wing, I would see her leaving. Maybe. You might see her leaving the show. I won't be surprised by her. Jink is. He has some right wing views. He doesn't get rid of them. He used to be a Republican, so he's not really truly a leftist, but still. But if it goes further away from the left, if she goes further away, and even he's gonna be, I don't know, progressive. So long as she agrees with minimum core values, but that changes minimum wage and labor. Well, she's good in the labor, but still. Are they really? Because they try to do in TYT, the workers try to form a union, and they think stop that down. So yeah, Really. Well, as long as she's good with labor, but I don't know. The issues, the marginalized communities, if she goes away. But from that, I don't know, the poor, the homeless. She's with the poor whites, just like the homeless people. But she's mad at. In LA, there's a lot of black homeless. A lot of them are black veterans too. She wonders if it's just. She believes affirmative action should be class. It's designed for descendants of slaves. And that's what a few years you would call them. That's what it's really designed for in the States. Other groups came in, so that's a long rant, okay? I'll close this post. I think that's what I'm gonna say. I could say more, I didn't realize it. Okay, folks. Anything else in that? No, she's gonna be off the show in a year or 2 years. I don't know. She's still a lot of people like her still. She still is some core values, TYT, so these guys are really cool. They're really leftist. One of these really a leftist. I'm trying to question that. I know there's leftists on the show, but I don't know. I think the people work there are leftists. Even Hassan maybe whatever. Jinx uncle, his show, he's more left than these guys. He used to work with them for a couple of years. Hassan yeah, subscribe to his show now. Interesting, it's kind of controversial, and he's not that, it's kind of he's incorrect with his language, so like Vosh, I don't know. Some say he's a racist, but I don't know. He's kind of transphobic. Maybe he's transphobic. He doesn't really. I don't think he is. I don't know if he's transphobic. He's just he made fun of that trans woman who quit TYT. So maybe he's just he's kind of he says kind of signifies, so he said something racist. So he could be, I don't know. But folks, I think that's going to be it. End of my rant. Out.